Hello everybody and welcome to episode 23 of Let's Play Battlefield Yugoslavia. If you recognize the surroundings in this episode, it is because we are back in Mostar, fighting the Muslims for control of the city. It seems like the Yugoslav garrison was pushed out a while back, which means that we are in for a fight. We are playing as the Croats this time around, just like the previous few episodes, and because of this, we will be dealing some damage to the Muslim forces. As always, the Yugos are back in action. Our mobilized troops are using them to get their advantage, but this time around it seems like the Muslims also have an advantage of some sort. They are attacking in every direction, relentlessly, and we might lose the control of the city. This, of course, would be a tragedy and I won't allow it. So we're back where we were a few episodes back. By this point, I honestly can't remember what episode Mostar was in. I think it was episode 9. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, we are back here. We are fighting the Muslims this time around. And we are pushing forward the advantage which we gained in episode 22. We recovered miraculously, spectacularly, after the Neretva River fiasco, and it is because of that that we can attack the Muslims in this city. We can drive them out of Mostar, one Balia at a time. Now let's get this guy right here. Take that, Suleiman, you Turkish bastard! This city belongs to the Croats. It belongs to Herzegovina, and nobody can say otherwise. We are attacking once more. Who knows? Maybe that tent where we had about 20 Serbian soldiers doing absolutely nothing in the previous episode will still be there. Maybe the Muslims are being just as casual about it all as we were, I mean. Either way, the balance of power in Mostar is very different now. You can count on that. And it is because of that very fact that we stand a chance of taking the entire city for the Croats, which would be a very ahistorical victory. The main reason, of course, that we are starting to win these victories against the Bosniak Muslims is that we are no longer fighting in central Bosnia. We're back in western Bosnia, teaching these jihadist fuckbags a lesson in warfare. We're back to the old routine of bombing, killing, destroying all traces of Islam in Bosnia. And this means shooting as many jihadi shitbags as possible. Of course, we've taken the airport. We've taken all the old Yugoslav bases. So I think we're in with a chance of a great victory. But only if we can subdue the Muslims completely and utterly in this one battle. You could say in a way that this is the mother of all battles in Herzegovina, and you would be right in thinking so. But right now, this entire thing is a question of tracking down Muslims and shooting them. Andrea, get over here. There we go, we're recapturing the base. I still don't know where the Muslim is. I'm going to search upstairs. We'll clear the attic of Muslims if we have to. Ante Bajic is just walking around the place like an idiot, but at least we have recaptured this base. We can march onwards. If it wasn't for the suicide pacts that we just made with ourselves. So it seems like the Battle of Mostar might actually be longer than I thought, since the Muslims have a tank. Fikret Haji Abidic seems to have a beautiful T-34, which despite being 60 years old by this point, is still strong enough to hit us hard. This man, good old Andrea, has driven his Yugo into the building. I'll get out, well, he'll get out, and I'm going into action. I'm going to start attacking these Muslims. I'm going on the counter-attack. I'm going to get these goat fuckers good. That is a promise that I shall make. Now we are regaining the advantage, very much so against the Bosniak forces. They are at a severe disadvantage, and now if all goes well I can ram into their tank with this Yugo, dodge as many shots as I can, and here we go. Shit's about to get real when we hit these Bosniak Muslims. We need to find them though. They're nowhere to be seen, and I don't like that. We'll cross the bridge, and the Yugo is on fire. Great. You know, at least it keeps you warm in the winter when you're driving. Because the harsh Bosnian winters are hard to counter. Now I'm gonna cross this bridge. I'm on this side of the river now. The Bosniak side of the river. I see some communist era graffiti, I think, pasted onto the hill. The name of Comrade Tito, Josip Broz Tito, the first president of communist Yugoslavia. Tito volimo te, which means Tito, we love you. Since he was a Croat who did strengthen Yugoslavia at the expense of the Serbs many times, I wouldn't doubt that slogan one bit. Now, in the name of Tito, in the name of Croatia, in the name of all good Croats in history, we will crush the Muslims. It's ridiculous how small this building is, to be honest. I can jump all the way up to the second floor. Just the mega Croat. But now we are approaching the main Bosniak Muslim base. We are still at a full advantage. And these Muslims actually have some really cool gun trucks. I think I might hijack one and lead it into battle. But first, fucking hell, that's some nice artillery. The Muslims have the ordnance to give us hell. That's the truth. So I'm surprised why they aren't doing so. They have the strength to crush us completely. They have tanks. They have artillery. They have trucks. But they aren't using them. And that is what seems very, very shifty over here. If you ask me, this battle is fixed. And no matter how much I do enjoy winning battles against the Muslims, I don't enjoy winning a battle that is unfair. Now, no rockets will be fired today. These jihadis know only one thing, and that's how to fire rockets. Oh, we're on top of a... And the Muslim tank got me. Great. That's life for you. That's life. We will spawn on this base. We will get our comrades to launch a counterattack. I will brandish my MP5. Some nice Western weaponry. And we committed suicide again. Great. Just great. We need to play with tactics here. We need to learn how to fight. Because at this point I'm just throwing myself off of rooftops with a prayer. With just a prayer. I'm living on a prayer right here. And this is where the Muslims have been, apparently. Well, we have to take out this one Muslim tank. Because they have gone too far. They have outstepped their boundaries, and I haven't taken it. We will hurl some grenades underneath their tank. We failed to blow them up, I think. I'm not sure, to be honest. So I'll just take my M60 machine gun to check. If we did blow them up, that is a great achievement. I think we did blow them up with those anti-personnel mines combined with grenades. A beautiful mixture, if you ask me. So, where are the Muslims? There seems to be awfully few of them in the city, but that T-34 just knocked out a T-54, so something isn't right. We will take out this Muslim tank, and then we will go on the offensive. Since this seems to be their only proper weaponry. We have knocked out their T-34, I don't think the Muslims will be able to attack us with anything else. Their best weaponry has just been blown up. The Battle of Mostar is going in our favor. These Muslims won't know what hit them. We will hit them hard. We will crush the Bosniak lines. And that is a promise that I will keep. In the name of Croatdom, in the name of Christianity, in the name of Catholicism. We will defend our country against the Muslim scumbags, and we will do so with pride. Because at this point, by episode 23, you probably all know what the gist of these episodes is. By the way, I'm about to reach 50 subscribers if I haven't already. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for subscribing. This channel couldn't exist if it wasn't for your support. With that aside, we are now in the mosque. It's honestly a bit underwhelming, some very nice Persian rugs here, but besides that, I don't really like it. It's underwhelming, to say it that way. I wouldn't consider it a pity to blow this place up. I'm sorry for the extremely jittery screen. This mosque is just shaking. You'd think there's an earthquake going on. But now we have reached the top. The tank has spotted us. But so have we. We have spotted him. We have rockets. He's trying to use his T-34 as an artillery piece by this point. But I think that a Muslim won't go as low as to launch his own shells at a mosque's minaret. So we will use their own fate against them. And we will do so with pride, with glee. And he actually did fire upon his own mosque. Now that's a pragmatic Muslim if ever I saw one. I admire that on his part. But now we will take a sniper rifle. We will abandon this vantage point since we have to attack the Bosnians head on. We have to take their base, and we have to do so with speed being of the essence. We have to crush their forces, since it seems that Mostar will be a Croat city for the foreseeable future. I'm surprised how the Croats have managed to recover though, since I hit them so hard back when I played as the Serbs. The T-34 still sees us. That is the all-seeing eye of Islam. That is Muhammadans. The Muhammadans have spotted me, and I'm not going to let them get away. With our T-54 tank, we are going to lay down the rule of the law, because the situation in Mostar is under our control completely. So yes, we have recovered from our defeats against the Serbs, we have recovered from our defeats against the Muslims. The Croats are now once again on a roll, and that T-34 just blew himself up by trying to teleport through a building. Even Muslim Bosniak flute magic can't save you now. We have blown up their truck. These mother truckers aren't going to get anything. And would you look at that, it's Islam Convention, Islam Con in 1993 in this tent. The entire Bosniak Muslim army was there, and they blew themselves up with a single suicide bomber. That is the perfect end to this episode. It was a tent full of Muslims. One of them just pulled out his suicide vest. He showed it off to us. We saw his vest, so did his comrades, and with that, he killed 30 of his own Bosniak Muslims, thereby winning the Battle of Mostar City for us. We have defeated the Muslims with great ease. Hopefully, this will be the beginning of a new era in Herzegovina. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please remember to subscribe to my channel. I have been the Nerd Gamer. I will see you all in the very next episode.